I would like to welcome everyone here to the Remembrance Assembly. We are here to remember the victims of Stoneman Douglas High School. This was a tragedy for so many. I am asking that we take this time to remember the victims and reflect upon this tragedy to our country. Many people are taking part in honoring the victims today. I would like to thank the student body at Hubbard High School for coming together today and hosting this Remembrance Assembly. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Perline to the podium.
Christopher Hicks, the school's 49-year-old athletic director, was a great coach and an awesome motivator. He would give rides and lunch money to children who needed it. His love for children made him a great wrestling coach and a teacher. A good way to describe him would be an awesome husband, a father, and an American.
Jamie Gutenberg, age 14, was described as a friendly teen who loved to talk, a passionate dancer, a dog lover, and a volunteer who had her life figured out. She had planned to become married at 25, become a mother, and an occupational therapist. Over 1,000 people mourned at her funeral, all wearing orange ribbons, as orange was her favorite color.
Carmen Schentrup was just 16 years old when she was shot and killed. Her funeral was held just one day before her 17th birthday. Carmen, a musician, was a future Gator who would have made this a better world for all of us. After she would have attended the University of Florida, she was also a 2018 National Merit Scholarship Fund semifinalist. She was mourned in the community and on social media.
Joaquin Oliver, age 17, who nicknamed himself Guac, was a 17-year-old senior at Stoneman Douglas. Joaquin loved to play basketball, football, and soccer with his family. Joaquin's most recent post on social media was a message to his girlfriend which said, "Thank you, Lord, for putting a greater blessing than I could ever imagine into my life. I love you with all my heart." Joaquin's best friend, Julian DeCoste, texted Joaquin to check in with him during this tragedy. Joaquin was hiding in a closet when Julian texted him, "You good? Bro, I need you to answer me, please." Julian never got a response from his best friend. Joaquin Oliver will always be in his peers' and family's hearts.
Meadow Pollock was an 18-year-old senior. Meadow was planning to attend Lynn University in Boca Raton, Florida next fall. She was described by her family as strong-willed, smart, beautiful, and caring. Her father says that she was a girl who had everything going for her and wouldn't let anything stop her from what she wanted to achieve. Her last tweet stated that she was preparing herself for life after graduation.
Elissa Alphatech was only 14 years old when she lost her life. Elissa played competitive soccer since she was 3 years old. She placed first in many debate tournaments, was taking Algebra 2 and Spanish 3, and honing her skills as an attacking midfielder. The last time she played soccer, she won the game 1-0. Elissa lost her life too early. She might have been only 14 years old when she died, but her legacy will last a lifetime.
"14-year-old Dina Month was a member of her high school state champion marching band. One of her middle school cover guard instructors said Dina was the sweetest soul ever. Many people described her as a smart, loving, caring, and strong girl who would brighten up any room she walked into."
Luke Hoyer was a 15-year-old freshman at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Luke loved to play basketball. He will forever be missed by his close-knit family. His cousin, Grant Cox, called Luke an amazing individual, always happy, always smiling. His smile was contagious, and so was his laugh.
Nicholas Dworin, a 17-year-old senior at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Nicholas was a promising high school swimmer. He recently took a recruiting visit to the University of Indianapolis. There, he received an academic scholarship and verbalized his commitment to the school. Nicholas was viewed as a leader throughout the team and in the classroom.
Scot Beagle showed amazing heroism as he tried to usher students back into the classroom when the shooting broke out. One of his students, Kelsey Friend, said, "Mr. Beagle was my hero and will forever be my hero. I will never forget the actions that he took for me and my fellow students in the classroom. I am alive because of him. He was a counselor at Camp Starlight in Pennsylvania. He was an amazing person, and his memory will live on forever."
14-year-old Offerin was known as an excellent student, dancer, and loving cousin. She has many who now miss her, including her aunt, next-door neighbors, and her dance studio. Her neighbor wrote in a post on Facebook, "Rest in peace, Cara, and fly with the angels. You will be greatly missed, and we will always love you and celebrate your life."
Peter Wang, age 15, was part of the junior ROTC. He was looking forward to the Chinese New Year on Friday that he and some friends were going to celebrate at his parents' Chinese restaurant, but he never made it. Peter was shot while holding a door open to let his fellow classmates get to safety. Peter was buried in his JROTC and was accepted posthumously in the U.S. Military Academy at West Point for his heroic actions.
Martin Duque was a funny, outgoing, yet quiet kid. He was only 14 years old when he was shot and killed. He was sweet and caring and loved by all his family. His aunt remembered him as a football fan, good student, and devout churchgoer.
Alex Schachter, age 14, participated in the high school marching band and orchestra, playing the baritone and trombone. Band director Alex Kaminsky said, "I felt like he really had a bright future with the trombone." Alex's family set up a GoFundMe page as a scholarship fund. "Please help keep Alex's spirit alive," the page said. "The money raised will be sent to the Stoneman Douglas Marching Eagles."
Elena was a vibrant and determined 14-year-old girl. Elena loved to serve. She helped do cleanup work in Florida after Hurricane Irma. She was an active member of a volunteer group with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Elena Ramsey also lost her life on February 14, 2018. Helena was a senior and had plans to attend college in the fall of 2018. Helena was described by family members as a smart, kind-hearted, and thoughtful person. She was deeply loved and loved others even more so. She excelled in school and was very motivated to do well. Helena will be deeply missed by all who knew her. A family member also stated he hopes others can be inspired by Helena's life, well lived, no matter how short.
Feist was a 37-year-old assistant football coach at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. Aaron has one daughter. He was shot when he threw himself in front of students to protect them from oncoming bullets. Aaron died in surgery. During the shooting, he was seen running towards the sounds of gunfire. He was known for putting the needs of others before his own.
At this time, we have some special guests here to speak to you and open the lines of communication here within the city. The first to speak is Mayor Darko.
Good morning. I want to start by saying that I am very proud to be with you here today in memory of the 17 faculty members, students in Florida. Randy said I was to keep my remarks short, and I'll try to do that. But one of the things I think we're all realizing after this is a lot of hurt. Just a lot of hurt and pain that 17 people went to school that day and did not go home. And we have to keep, somehow or another, that hurt moving and working for us. And everyone needs to think about the hurt that's involved with bullying, the hurt that's involved in racism. We have to accept the fact that as I was standing there watching you all come in today, that nobody was the same, we're all different. And we need to accept that. We truly need to feel that hurt of all of those things that those items cause. And if we can remember that, that's a very important ingredient in helping us to where these shootings and will stop. I want you to know that if there's any time that you would like me to speak to you, if you want to come to the office, if you want me to come up here, I'm always available for that. So once again, I'm very proud to be here with you, and you did a wonderful thing here today. Thank you.
Another guest that we have here is Safety Director, Mr. Lou Carson.
Thank you. I am honored and I am humbled to have been asked to come here today to watch the ceremony. You people are to be complimented and commended for what you've done here. And I'm very proud and, as I said, humbled to have been asked to come here. I'm the safety director for the city of Hubbard, which means I work with the police department on a variety of issues. My office is in the city building. You young people, I'm sure, will think about this for a long time and perhaps come up with some ideas to make the world a better place. If there's anything that I can do to help that, I would encourage and I will offer to listen. If you have ideas, if you have concerns, if you have anything that I can help with or that you would like to talk to me about, please feel free to reach out. As the mayor said, I will make myself available to you here. You are welcome to come and see me in my office in the city building. And again, thank you for the invitation today. You truly are to be commended for what you've done here today. Thank you.
Chief Jim Tate.
Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to take a second and just introduce myself to you. Some of you know me, some of you know some of my kids. I've got kids in the school system here recently. I've got a son who's a teacher as well in the middle school. I've got nephews and nieces that are teachers here. I'm from here. I live here. I live and breathe Hubbard like many of you do. One of the things that I'm most proud of as a Hubbard resident and as a member of the city government is the way we respond to things in Hubbard. We're a unique community. I don't know if you all appreciate that just yet, but we're very unique. This right here was a very unique presentation, very powerful, very moving. It really makes you think about how fragile it all is. So what I'd like you to do as we move forward today is to understand you're going to see police officers in and out of the school. You've seen them here before, you'll see them here in the future. We're all just people, just like you. We're approachable, we have families. If you have an issue that you need to talk to somebody about, we're here to listen to you. And I just want to assure you that the police department will always be a friendly ear to you guys. And we're always going to make ourselves available. One last thing I'd like to leave you with, because I know we have a schedule to keep here. The last thing I'd like to leave you with is one of the consistent themes in all of these tragedies is that the person who means to do harm to other people always verbalizes it in some form or fashion, either through social media, or through text messages, or in small talk gossip. They always announce their intentions, and the tragedy is that nobody takes it seriously. So what I'll ask you to take from this today is if you see something, if you hear something, say something. We'd much rather look at something and find out that it was just a stupid comment made out of school or out of turn, rather than have it turn into a tragedy. So we'd much rather investigate something and find out there was nothing to it than not having known about it and not having been able to prevent something from happening such as this. So I thank you for your time, and I'm very proud to be from Hubbard, and I'm very proud of Hubbard Schools, so thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Raymond Solomon, Superintendent of Schools.
As a superintendent, I would just like to take a moment to commend the students and faculty for organizing such a touching and thoughtful assembly of remembrance this morning. All of us, students, teachers, administrators, school board members, and our city officials, coming together in our efforts to honor the lives lost in Parkland, Florida, is overwhelming, to say the least. Every person here should be proud of the unity we have in Hubbard. As you continue on with your day, please take strength from our unity, knowing that we are all a part of a community which comes together with honor and respect. And again, students, student council, Mrs. McCleary, I'm very proud of everything that you did this morning. Two simple words that we often don't say, but I want you to know, thank you. I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to have the cast of Beauty and the Beast come to the front for the singing on Eagle's Wings.
Say to the Lord, my refuge.
I know it has been said many times, but I do want you to know how proud I am of all of you at the high school and all students at Hubbard schools. I feel it's an honor to work here and be with you guys on a daily basis. You never cease to surprise me at what you come up with and your thoughts. I believe you are so far beyond your years when you start looking at these situations and your perspective than when I was in your age sitting here. We are growing up in a different world these days. We didn't have the cell phones, we didn't have this communication, and watching you, it does inspire me. Okay? I enjoy every day here with you. I am so proud of you for what you guys accomplished here today. I do thank Student Council for listening to Mr. Solomon and coming up with this idea today. Thank you, Mrs. McCleary, for hosting this. Thank you, Mrs. Killian and the cast of Beauty and Beast. I'm sure we're going to have an amazing spring musical based on what we just heard today. So again, thank you for your hard work. You might have noticed there's these signs up throughout the building. They're called Speak Up. It's a Safer Ohio hotline. It's for anything that you might have to report for potential suicide, school shootings, bullying, or anything that you feel that needs to be said that you are hesitant to come see me, Mr. Handrich. I cannot express to you enough how important it is for you to come see us, whether it's myself, whether it's Mr. Handrich, whether it's Mrs. Carson, whether it's Mrs. Hyderis, your teacher, your parent. Even if you just talk to your parent and you feel better if your parent were to come and speak to me. My door is open. I never want to experience a tragedy here. So if you know something, I cannot say enough. Please say something. As Chief of the Police said, I cannot say. I'd rather investigate something and find out we spoke out of turn, we made a mistake, we didn't say something, appropriate. There are always speed bumps in the world and we can get through them, but the only way we're going to get through anything here in this community is by opening those lines of communication. That's why I had the speakers here, so I wanted you to become aware of who you can go to that's outside of the school. There are lots of us here. We have 45 teachers approximately here. We have lots of people to speak to. We have office. We have the city. Please, if you see something, say something. If you want to do it anonymously, these are hanging up. Take a picture of it, keep it in your phone. If you feel that you need to have a voice, do have a voice, okay? That's part of what this assembly is today, about having a voice and doing the right thing. Sometimes doing the right thing is hard, but we would all appreciate that one person doing the right thing and saying something if they know something. So, again, I want to thank you and commend you. We are going to dismiss back to third period staff and students.